Okay, so we'll be talking about support and resistance. So support and resistance is one of the most used term in technical analysis. So support talks about the point whereby market rejects to start going upward, while resistance talks about the point where market rejects and start going down. So resistance pushes the market lower, while support push the market upward. And when price breaks a resistance, it changes to a support. And also the opposite is the case when price breaks a support, it changes to a resistance. And once price breaks a resistance, it changes to a support. Once price breaks a resistance, it changes to a support. Once price breaks a support, it changes to a resistance. And once price breaks a support, which is here, it changes to resistance. So these are just examples of the way the market move. So we can see this is an example of it. We have a support. When the price breaks it, it changes to what? A resistance, and the market goes down. So this is a support, it pushes the market upward. So these are different resistance and support zone. So here is a support. Why? Because it pushes the market upward. Here is a resistance, it resists the market from going up. Here is a resistance, here is a resistance, and here is a resistance, and here is a support. These are resistance, support, resistance, support, and support. Here's the resistance. So we have different types of resistance. We have both horizontal and static support and resistance, which is the normal one. We have the vertical one, which is something like trend line. We have the dynamic, which is something like moving average, Bollinger Band, and also Ichimoku and other mean deviation tools. So trend talks about the current direction of the market at every point in time. So for example, we have three types of trend. We have the uptrend, we have the downtrend, and we have the market being in a consolidation state. Now consolidation means the market is in a point of indecision, neither going upward nor going downward. While a downtrend talks about the market creating lower lows and going downward, while the uptrend talks about the market creating higher highs and going upward. In a more practical view, this is an uptrend. So we can see this is a low, this is a higher low, higher high, and higher lows, while the market's going upward. So this is a real example of it. So we have a low, we have a high, a low, a high, a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, and higher high. So we can see that the market is actually creating higher highs and higher lows. So this is an example of a downtrend. The market is creating lower lows and lower highs. So let's see a chart representation of it. So this is it. So you can see this is a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, and a high. This is a downtrend. Market is creating lower highs and lower lows. So this is called consolidation, a point of indecision in the market, while the market consolidates or oscillates within certain range, starting from a point to this point to this point, just oscillating without any direction before it finally breaks and resume a trend. So what's trend line? So just as we stated, we said that we had a vertical support and resistance. So this is a vertical support and resistance where we plot from point A to point 2 to get point 3. So it's just a simple way of looking for support and resistance also. So we'll go into the chart too and show a representation of it. So this is it. So we take from point A to point B, we get all these points. So you just take a line from here to here and all these points will come out. The chart patterns. We have so many type of chart pattern, but we're covering only four, which are the double top, double bottom, head and shoulder, and inverted head and shoulder. Double top. So double top just shows that the market is reversing. For example, we have something like this is in form of an M, and we can see these two top are almost equal. So it symbolizes that the market is resisting from a zone and is about to collapse downward. While double bottom is the opposite, you can see these 2 points are almost at the same point, which means the market is supporting it to push it higher. Then the next one which we have is called the head and shoulder. So we'll go into the chart and also do a graphical representation of it for us to understand it better. So we have a head and shoulder, which is just similar to our head and different our two shoulders. So we also have a neckline. Immediately price breaks below it, the pattern is being formed on the head and shoulder. So this is it. This is an example of it. You can see this is the first shoulder, this is the head, and this is the second shoulder. Native price breaks below it, the market start going downward. So a head and shoulder pattern shows that the market is about to go into a bearish market, while an inverted head and shoulder, which we will cover in our next section, shows that the market is about to go for an uptrend. So this is an inverse head and shoulder. It shows that the market is about to go on an uptrend. We have the left shoulder, we have the head, and the right shoulder. And annuity price breaks above the neckline, the market is about to go up. So this is an example of it. This is another example of it. So those are the four we'll cover. So let's go to the charts to see more better examples.